Alright, time for the semifinals game of this month's MSEM GP. Playing Prowess against alittleblank, who is on... Wait, we've already done this before. This is the grudge match against alittleblank on black-red discard, aggro. Hopefully I play better this time because, like, I looked at... After I stopped recording for last games against them, I looked over... Like, I did some more thinking and I realized that I played really badly those games. I definitely could have played a lot better. Like, I definitely could have won if I played better. Like, those games were eminently winnable. Anyways, I keep this hand because as removal has cantrips, it has Cosmic Synco just in case. Only thing I don't like is that it doesn't have turn 1 blue, which means I can't turn 1 Cosmic Synco them. But at least I can still turn 1 Void Flare them in case something comes up. What are they doing? Madcap Mercenary. Ugh, annoying. Well, I mean, I can kill this thing. This does, like, killing this thing right now does 2 for 1 them, so... and I think I do like to kill that. If they drop Olivia over there in next turn after they attack here, then yeah, it sucks for me. But this thing does need to die eventually, so I'll just do it now. Okay, looks like they don't have turn 2 Olivia over there, so that works out for me pretty well. And they are pretty low on cards right now, so like maybe they just run out of gas, and I end up winning because of that. Let's see my top deck. Another rail line. This is really awkward because I need double blue. Like, I really want double blue right now, but I can't get double blue up. I really want to be able to Cosmic Synco something and also do something else. But, like, I really need Cosmic Synco up because I need to prevent Olivia Voldaren from wrecking me. I mean, I could just hold up end of turn Lose Your Mind. And next turn, like, rail lines means I do have extra blue mana floating. Yeah, I guess I can just wait a turn on this. And if they don't do anything worth interacting with, I'll just end of turn Lose Your Mind, probably pitching one of the cantrips or one of the rail lines if I draw more lands. Okay, they're going to run out Mausoleum Resident, and I can't really stop that, so... Oh, that's really bad. Because they're going to return this thing, and then that's going to grow, and I can't really interact with that. Okay, so I let this resolve. I tried to Lose Your Mind into removal for it. Yeah, that's my out right now. I mean, on the bright side, at least they have to spend their Decayed Guy in order to get the damage in order to trigger Shikai Revenant. Okay, sure, that happens. Do I counter that? Yeah, I just let this happen. If they discard another guy, that's another Mausoleum Resident trigger coming down soon. So I really need to find my 1 copy of Fire Rager now. Wait, did they have a 3rd land drop? Yeah, they did. Okay. That is a cast though, so that's getting countered. Or wait. Okay, well, I need to crest this guy now. Yeah, I have to crest this guy now. Or maybe I just get, like, a big enough board with Austere Instructor that I don't care about their Mausoleum Resident anymore. Although I doubt it, so, like, yeah, I'm basically just looking for crest, because I have no other answers for this thing. I guess that's the problem of, like, playing a deck where you just lose if you don't counter their big growing thing. Or, actually, I misplayed. What I should have done was I should have spent the blue mana to dig for a removal spell, and then kept up the removal spell so that Mausoleum Resident doesn't wreck me like this. No life loss? Okay. I guess they are just spinning their Cultist Sorcerer to get the Shikai Revenant trigger. Okay, so like if I draw into Austere Instructor, I can sequence Austere Instructor into Cosmic Synco, but then that doesn't counter Olivia Voldaren. Yeah, the Mausoleum Resident is going to go nuts, and there's not much I can do about it, at least with my current situation. Okay, there's the Void Flare that's like just 1 turn too late. If I did Seek Prophecy, I could have actually gotten Void Flare, which would have helped me a lot. Well, now what? Is Cosmic still useful here? I'm not going to have Cosmic up for the next however many turns. I mean, having 1 Cosmic mana is still useful. Okay, yeah, fine. I'll pitch one of the Seek Prophecies. Mountain. That's really awkward because that's not the color I need right now. Anyways, I'll Monkey Shines. The Fire Rager, that's still 1 turn too late. Cursey Glance is useful. Fire Rager is useful, but like not useful right now. I can Fire Rager plus Void Flare to deal with the Mausoleum Resident, but then that leaves me open to getting wrecked by Olivia Voldaren off the rip. Okay, so Fire Rager plus Void Flare can still deal with Resident even after it grows 1 time. I can't deal with it after it grows 2 times. I just have to hope that they don't get the chance to grow this guy 2 times in this turn. Is that my out? Or is that what I'm planning? Yeah, I guess that's what I'm planning. Alright, let's hope that works out then. I wonder if I should have pitched Cosmic Synco at some point, because Cosmic isn't, like, it's being dead weight right now because the mana doesn't work out for me. Alright, they're just swinging first. That's good. Means that they might not have anything super busto for me to worry about. I forgot how Chikai Revenant is worded. I forgot if it needs to be in the graveyard, or if it needs to see you lose life while it was in the graveyard for it to do something. Cultist Sorcerer, yeah, I guess that resolves. I know it doesn't, it's not even cast, I can't do anything about that. They pitched Chikai Revenant. Oh, this turn, okay, yeah, that is... If they tap out this turn, I can actually make use of Cosmic Synco, and I think I should be using it over Cursory Glance, because there's less times where I can make... Okay, well, there we go. I managed to Cosmic Synco the Olivia Voldarian. And they get that, so that gets the Mausoleum Resident trigger, but I have enough to kill that thing and also have Counter Spell up, so I should be in a reasonably good spot, or, I mean, at least not horrible spot. I still need to leave up Cursory Glance, which is annoying for me to work around. Can they interact with me at instant speed? Not really. So I should just play Mountain and pass here, and then try to Cursory Glance any important cards they play. Otherwise, I'm just taking these guys in the face, which I can face tank for a bit before I need to start worrying. I'm still a bit, I'm still a bit stuck on blue mana right now, but hopefully it won't be a problem soon. They could just drop Chikai Revenant onto the board, and then I have to worry about that thing attacking each turn, and I can't really efficiently make use of I can't really remove it without feeling bad about it, so that would be bad for me. Maybe they tried to do stuff pre-combat. Okay, yeah, that happens. Oh, can I stop that from happening? I can't stop that and also stop the... that's really annoying to work with, or work around. So, like, I need to kill the thing that it rides onto, and I also need to... Can I counter this? I can't, right? So, like... I mean, I couldn't Cursory Glance it anyways because it costs too much, but... If they ride here, they're trying to ride it onto that guy. And then once it's sacked, that's really bad. If I have a way to deal with the cat at all, like 4/3 lifelinker is pretty bad for me. Well, actually, doing it different. So killing this guy is actually better for me here because it lets me spend I get to cast Lose Your Mind, but I don't have enough cards in graveyard to make use of the full effect. So that's really bad for me. Okay, how do I deal with this? Like, I do need to get rid of Mausoleum Resident though. I just let this thing stick. Like if I kill this, it's still going to be around. Or no, it swings and then it dies and then they get their big guy back. Actually, I do need to ask the judge about something. Okay, so yeah, removing this guy does prevent this guy from coming back, but it's just really bad either ways. So what? I guess I have to pitch Cursory Glance to do the play. Yeah, I don't love it, but I think I have to do this, even though Cat just gets even bigger. Because I can't afford to let this big flying guy... Or no, I'm pretty sure that was actually a misplay, because Cat mattered more, but I also want the ability to lose your mind right now, so yeah, I just have to lose your mind dig for Crest. Because at least bouncing the Cat would help me a lot more here than... Well, they can just keep trying to ride from graveyard, and I can't do anything about that either. Okay, they finally play down their small guy. Yep. Alright, so this forces me to lose your mind. I pitch Cursory Glance because it's like not useful when they're trying to ride from graveyard. Okay, oh, that's really bad because yeah, Void Flare would have killed Cat, but now it doesn't. Do I pitch Galvin Coline? I think I'm actually supposed to pitch either Specialized Constructor or something else here. Fire Rager doesn't do the job anymore, so like I need Crest. So Crest plus Fire Rager should be enough. So I should pitch the Void Flare at this point. Alright, come on, Crest, please, lose your mind. At least this thing draws 2 cards now. So I can make 2 guys and then just... Did I forget to discard? Yeah, I didn't forget to discard. Alright, so... Specialized Constructor. Lose your mind, keep up Fire Rager, hope they don't top deck anything important. Fire Rager, their ride target, jump the Mausoleum Resident for another turn, try to dig for removal. Yep, I guess that's my plan. Is there any point in May fading to lose your mind? I could just seek Prophecy instead, which is better because there is a possibility I might like top deck a 1-drop. But, yeah, okay, fine. I've convinced myself. Well, there's the Crest. Yeah, okay. Actually, this makes me feel a lot better about... Yeah, makes me feel a lot better about letting the guy letting Bone Scourge get righted, or not really. No, not really. Okay, so I think the play here is Fire Rage or whatever they're trying to ride onto, and then jump the Mausoleum Resident. I can't. I do have the ability to start turning the corner once I start drawing more cards, because like once I get into Austere Instructor, I can actually start pushing damage, and they're low enough. Well, no, they can just pay full cost for a Distant Thunder, and that also wrecks my plan. But they have to do it like pre. I have to do it pre-combat. I mean, if they want to remove my guys, they have to do it pre-combat, and then that gets me a chance to. They tried to write something pre-combat, then I always have the chance to make another guy. Okay, well, I guess this happens, and they're going to try to ride again. Okay, well, oh well, that's perfect. I get to fire erasure their guy that comes back constantly. Why did they not sack the Shikai Revenant instead? Interesting. And then get trigger here. Yeah, that Muslim Wanderer can trigger. Yeah, that trigger's fine. So currently I'm still bottlenecked on blue mana, so I need to worry about, or I need to be mindful of how much blue I have up. Okay, yeah, they gain mill in life, but once I stabilize, it shouldn't matter as much because Austere Instructor can pump damage really quickly. They have another Shikai Revenant. Okay, that resolves. I might have to just perma block this thing with, like, if they can't deal with my guy, I can just keep making 1/1s, and that is a pretty good way of dealing with whatever they're doing. And this is Accomplice. Okay, well, so I need blue mana right now, so that means I should be tapping my blue lands first. I don't think I'll ever run out of red, so yeah, there's no point in tapping the red lands. Or I'll always want blue over red, so I think there's like no downsides to tapping like this first. So, play this, make a guy, draw 2 cards. Okay, there's Void Flare, there's Spell Pierce too. But that's not a blue land. I need Crest up, so yeah. It doesn't mean I can like randomly Void Flare or something if they try to Bone Scourge again. Although like constantly Void Flaring in response to Bone Scourge, I don't think that's a winning play, but maybe I can bounce Bone Scourge to hand. Well, I need to bounce Mausoleum Resident over everything else though, so like I don't think that's a winning play either. Yeah, I think it might just be Crest Void Flare onto Mausoleum Resident when it comes back down. Yeah. And if they don't do anything scary, then I can just lose your mind from graveyard, probably pitching Accomplice because I don't have the blue mana to cast it right now. Or I mean, they can start double riding once they have. Oh, that's a second Mausoleum Resident. Yeah, that resolves. Can't do anything about that. Oh wait, they can ride, and I can't kill both things. Ugh. Well, I mean, they have to constantly sack in order to feel the Bone Scourge or they have to constantly sack to feel the Bone Scourge, and they don't actually have that much sack left, right? They're going to sack Cultist Sorcerer, oh, they're going to sack Shikai Revenant. Okay, so I need to Void Flare onto that thing now, which is not ideal. I also need to Void Flare the Mausoleum Resident. I could crest the Bone Scourge. Well, it's too late for that, because I need to crest this guy before it wins the game for them. Okay, I'll make this play, and then hope that I have more answers for... No, wait, did I literally draw all my removal? Yeah, I've drawn all my removal so far, so like I actually just don't have answers to. I just can't deal with Mausoleum Residents anymore. Yeah, okay. Actually, I don't really need to deal with that. I could actually just let that thing stick. I mean, it's a 3/2 flyer, so that's like really scary, but at the same time, it's not that bad. And now I can't prevent Bone Scourge from coming down next turn because unless I start drawing counter spells don't even help here because it's not a counter, or it's not a spell. Okay, well, now I finally crest this guy. So yeah, I have a board now. They can play back. They're not going to do that. Why are they keeping Cultist Sorcerer in hand? I guess they're waiting for stuff. Okay, there's Austere Instructor. Austere Instructor, I can't cast anything, right? I can cast Loser Mind pitching Spell Pierce because Spell Pierce is useless right now. Problem is that I have to go Shields down to do that. And like, I can't prevent them from... I can flash an Anthus' Accomplice in order to block. And that means I have to hope Loser Mind draws me into a land. But no, then this thing has Menace, and I can't deal with that. Okay, well, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, this line just requires me to, like, get good top decks, but I can probably get good top decks here. Maybe. Okay, well, that's a reasonable top deck, because this does let me untap my land. So, if Mausoleum Resident doesn't kill me, I might be able to at least hit them for a bunch on the backswing. And then, what answers do I have left for the Flying Mausoleum Resident? I think I'm out of answers, but I kind of just have to hope. I have more gas left. Anyways, I swing with these guys. They can eat one of them, which is fine. I don't really care at this point. Okay, so I actually do have an out, which is to top deck Reckless Defiance. Like, if I don't die from this Mausoleum Resident swing, Reckless Defiance will push, like, some insane amount of damage, and that might actually be enough to win the game. So yeah, my hope here is that they can't push too much damage with the Bone Scourge. I mean, they have to Cultist Sorcerer. They have to get Cultist Sorcerer down so they can sack it for Bone Scourge. So how much am I pushing if I find Reckless Defiance? At least 8 damage. Yeah, that's the second one. I can't do anything about that. I'm pushing 8 plus 8, so that's 16. Palace Trigger means that's 19, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'll be able to push 21 damage if that happens. Okay, so yeah, Reckless Defiance is my out right now. Hopefully I find it. And okay, where? So Bone Scourge lets him swing for 4 damage here, right? Or lets him swing for 5 damage. It's buff and then +2, +1 on the backside, I think. Okay, yeah, there's nothing I can do about this. So happens. Wait, they're putting it on the guy that doesn't have that can't attack. Interesting. Okay, so like if they swing Monsoon Resident here, I can just kill this thing. Like it doesn't have flying, so like Weapon Summit, that's useless right now. Come on, Cursory Glance, not useful, but okay, so I feel like if I get rid of this guy, I actually have this thing doesn't kill me in one swing. So and they don't actually trigger anyways, yeah, Paralysis triggers. Sure, I guess you can take the Paralysis guy. Okay, sure. Yeah, they were pretty desperate to get rid of the Paralysis guy for some reason. But yeah, I don't know why they did that. Do I have more removal in the deck anywhere? No, I do not. And Wayfarer Shrine isn't good because I can't afford to lose 1 life even at this point. I have enough red, right? Yeah, probably. That's not good. Okay, I can still activate Specialized Constructor to draw cards at this point. Should I do that? Yeah, I'm kind of desperate. Let's do that. What do I exile? One. It doesn't matter what I exile here because I don't have any. Okay, well, this is good because that's a way to give me extra colors without losing life. So now I guess I hope Monsoon Resident doesn't swing for too much. Oh, this guy being here means that my attacks just don't do anything. It also means they can't really afford to swing without risking them getting blown out. Alright, I have to pass here, and I hope they don't do anything too insane. If they play one spell, I can flash an Antithesis Accomplice and get the loot, which would be pretty good for me. If they have an actually useful spell, I can just Cursory Glance it, and that's good for me because that gets me an Austere Inspector trigger where I wouldn't have gotten one otherwise. I think, yeah, at this point I'm just going to Cursory Glance literally anything they play, unless it's like the returning guys. But they have that. They still have. Oh no, it's Recovery and still second Graveyard. Again, like how much am I pushing with Reckless Defiance? Not enough for lethal, right? Unless I get a good draw with it. So if I so I still have 2 more Lose Your Minds in the deck. So those are the best possible draws for me. Failing that, some number of cantrips would also be good. How many cantrips do I have left? Still a decent number of cantrips left. Failing that, Austere Infector isn't useful. Second Antithesis Accomplice means that I survive 1 more turn, so that could be useful. Okay, they're finally doing something. Withering Husk, from Graveyard? Oh dear, I can't prevent that from happening, so yes, this does happen. This might actually get me low enough where I just die to Monsoon Resident. Okay, but this also means that Antithesis Accomplice, okay, they're going to loot. And they're going to swing with this thing. I can't do anything about that, so no blocks. Are they going to try to Distant Thunder me? Do I run main? I'm pretty sure I don't run main deck Seer Flash, right? Okay. In the second main, Flash and Antithesis. Okay, they are going to Distant Thunder here. Perfect glance that. And yeah, Antithesis loot. Consider that's cantrip, so that's good. That's a reasonable top deck. Okay, come on, Reckless Defiance. Panya, that's really good. Wait, Panya might just be, that might just be game actually. How much does Panya? Yes, I can definitely cast it. I don't think there's anything they can do about it unless they like have a second Distant Thunder, which they can't cast because they don't have enough mana. So yeah, I just jam Panya here. And like, yeah, best possible top deck, I guess. I mean, I was hoping for what's that guy called again? Whatever. I mean, this also works pretty well. I wait on? Yeah, I always wait on Consider here because Consider will do more when I have more Palace guys out. So, without these guys, or no, it could. Oh, GG. Yeah, sure. That was really, really close, and I definitely misplayed at some points there, but glad I made it in the end. Anyways, and I mean, it shows that Panya is just nuts. So Panya was really good there. So I guess I've in Panya. I'll take out Mesmerize because 2 mana counter. Well, like counter spells just aren't that good right now. Because a lot of their things go through counter spells. I guess I brought out Reckless Defiance because it actually didn't do the thing it was supposed to do for me. I still need I still need to keep in Cursory Glances because they're like really good sometimes. Not that good some other times. I guess I don't want this many Panyas, right? Like, what do I cut here even? I don't have anything good to cut, right? I guess I'm supposed to cut removal because, or I'm supposed to cut counter spells for removal because that sort of just, it's like, I'm on the draw, so I guess I cut Cursed Glances. I guess I cut one Streak Eyes without, like I only need to deal with, okay, if that's the case, then Cursed Glances are still useful. Yeah, maybe Metal Munch isn't good because it doesn't actually kill their guys when they start growing. Like, it kills an out of control Olivia, but if that actually happens, I've already lost. So then I guess I cut Cursed. Maybe, do I just cut all the 2-mana counter spells? I guess I do. That doesn't feel good, but maybe that's the correct play. Fine. I'll board Alpania still. Alright, let's run this back. And, removal. I think this hand is actually keepable, but it's like really close. This hand's good if I top deck more. If I top deck anything, it's decent. If I don't top deck anything, it's really bad. I mean, I'm up a game. I can afford to take a risk, right? No, I'm mulligan. I don't want to. Okay, this hand. I mean, this is the usual sort of hand I'm supposed to keep. Do I keep Panya? Like, it is an early clock. No, I think I'm supposed to bottom Panya here. So this is sort of awkward in that I don't know what I'm supposed to fetch here. If I fetch red, then I just get massacred. Okay, do they have turn 1 Mausoleum Resident again? Madcap Mercenary. Okay, turn 1 Madcap Mercenary. That's one of the less bad ones that they could open with. And okay, I have blue anyways. I think I actually have to take a hit from this guy because I need to leave a Cosmic for turn 2 Olivia Voldaren, which is like really bad. So which means I'm forced to take a hit from this guy and still leave this guy untapped, which is like not ideal, but I mean, at least it's not Mausoleum Resident, so I don't have to answer it right away. I can afford to take a hit from this and it'll still die to Void Flare. I don't have to like answer it before it starts growing. So if they try to jam Olivia Voldaren on turn 2, I'll just Cosmic it. If they don't, then I guess I consider instead because I don't need to kill this thing right away. And also I do want to be fetching blue over the other options, like a Sorcerer. Okay, fine. Yeah, they're just not running stuff into open blue mana, which is correct of them. Because I have possible they're getting value off their returners as expected. Oh, or okay, what they're getting Eternal Doomborn back too. Yeah, good thing they didn't open on Mausoleum Resident. Because Mausoleum would have forced me to crack this for Mountain and kill their guy, which locks me out of blue for a while. No, Corpse Bed. Early Corpse Bed. Okay, that's good. That at least means I don't have to play around that. Or at least I didn't get blown up by Corpse Bed. Anyways, okay, I don't want rail lines now. Mountain, that's a good top deck. That gets me my colors. Wayfarer Shrine. Yeah, I should be. I mean, should I go Mountain or Wayfarer Shrine right now? I don't think it really matters. Well, is there ever a situation where I need double? No, I don't. Okay, I think I just Void Flare. No, they're playing around. Removal on or Cosmic on Olivia, and then there isn't anything I can do about that. Either they're playing around it or they just don't have it. I put them on playing around it, which means that which means they're actually sequencing correctly. Okay, so they play Olivia Voldaren and I'll counter whatever discard they play, and then I'll Void Flare it. Yeah, okay, that's my line. Actually, I should be Wayfaring because it gets me closer to Lose Your Mind in case I top deck another Wayfarers. I need to face tank this again, which I don't love, but okay, fine. They're probably just going to end up lethaling me because I took 9 damage from this guy, or I mean 6 damage total from this guy before killing it. Or maybe they just don't have a third land, in which case Cosmic will be able to snipe their 2-drop. Would have been a lot nicer if the Cosmic was a Soul Pierce so that it would be easier to play around. Or, they just start playing out the returners and then I can't really put up a board presence right now, so Eternal Doomborn? Okay, that's another Madcap Mercenary. Yeah, that's getting countered. They're tapped out now, so I'll just spend all my stuff. And also get rid of this guy, because so if they jam Olivia Voldaren now, then yeah, good job, they got me. That's another Lose Your Mind. I can't get to enough cards in graveyard for this guy. Or I can almost get to enough cards in graveyard, but I'm just one off. Well, I don't care too much about discarding extra land, so I should main phase this, right? Yeah, I should main phase this because there's literally nothing else going on for me right now. Seek Prophecy. Okay, I'm fine pitching away for a Shrine here. Yeah, and since I don't need to rail line right now, I'll save the rail lines for if I need to trigger stuff later on. It doesn't mean I'm tapped out, so which is I'm shields down without that much life to work with either, so I'm really hoping that this finds me something useful for next turn. Specialized Constructor. Yeah, I guess I'll have to do. So next turn I can go Specialized Constructor, rail line, Lose Your Mind, and then hope my opponent doesn't put down a big flying thing. Cultist Sorcerer, that's fine. Also means they don't have Olivia Voldaren, which is good for me, because if they had that, they definitely would play it first. Oh, they have the Bone Scourge now. And they're going to ride it onto the Decayed guy, which then immediately sacks itself and then brings back. Yeah, that's not good. Well, I mean, there's still an out. I still have Crest in my deck somewhere. I can still take one extra hit from this guy, I think. They're leaving Sakai Revenant on board still, for some reason. I mean, this is just a 3-2, but yeah, it dips. Like, I go down to 6, and then I have to deal with a 5-4 flyer. So if they have Distant Thunder, I just die. If they, like that happens. That was not a good game because I just didn't answer. Like, my answers just didn't line up into their threats. I think that's what happened. Okay, so now what? Like, I could put down a bunch of guys on the ground, but this guy's still swinging at me, so I need to dig for a loser. I need to dig for Crest. Can I Monkey Shine this first? Yes, because so what can I possibly have at 1 mana that would stop this thing from dealing so much damage? Yeah, this is Accomplice. So I leave up a Monkey Shines over Lose Your Mind for the upside of possibly finding Antis' Accomplice, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll go for that. Or I'll go with that logic. Do I actually need to bring do I need to play down more rail lines here now, or should I save them for Austere and Structure later on? Actually, no, there was no reason to do that, to run that thing out early. Well, whatever. Monkey Shines, Seek Prophecy, Consider. They're both not useful right now, but, well, they're equally not useful. At least one of them spends my mana better. Lose Your Mind digs 3 deep, this thing digs 1 deep. I'll bin both of them. Oh, Sear Flesh. That actually does, yeah, that's like the best possible top deck here. So that kills that, and then they just bring it back next turn, and then I'm facing the same problem again. Or they play out a guy, sack something, get Bone Scourge back. Yeah, this is really annoying. Well, I mean, at least it delays it by a turn. But do I have to Sear Flesh here to prevent 3 hasty damage? Yeah, I mean, like, it forces another sack from them, right? So at least forces them to spend resources getting it back, even if I go down on cards doing this, because I still have Lose Your Mind to refill afterwards. So I think this ended up working out, or it doesn't work out for me. I don't think it works out that well for me, but it's better than the alternatives. Yeah. And I still have to Lose Your Minds that I want to cast eventually. They play all random 1-drop. They're probably going to sack it to, yeah, they're going to sack it to ride the guy again, and then it's back to a 4-3 flyer that I have to deal with. Actually, they are losing a lot of life too, but if my opponent has Distant Thunder, I just lose here. But there wasn't much I could have done about that at this point, at least. Alright, yep, take 2. I go down to 2. Do they have Distant Thunder? Yes, they do. Alright, cool. I guess I have to win game 3, but at least I'm on the play. So on the play, do I want to do anything differently? Honestly, like, Ponya's pretty good here. Maybe I take out, no, I still want Sear Flesh just in case they get a really big resident I can't kill. I still need Crest in order to deal with really big stuff that I can't kill. Maybe at this point I cut Cursor Glance, but then I'm really low on counter spells though. But like, what do I actually need to counter in this matchup that I can't just remove? It's basically just Olivia Voldaren, I think. Yeah, it's just Olivia Voldaren. If I counter it before it resolves, then at least they don't have the priority to make a 1/1 before they loot. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, I'm actually fine with the starting hand. Turn 1 Seek Prophecy, look for action. Turn 2 Fire Erasure, Cosmic Sinkhole. And I will start fetching early, right? I mean, they have Corpse Bed. Yeah, I guess there's like an argument for not fetching early. Well, no, I should fetch early because if I draw all my basics, then these Wayfarer Shrines become useless. And I should probably like fetch before, yeah, something. Well, I mean, I guess I take Panya here because, or do I want Soul Pierce? I think 2 answers is good enough for now. I should just take Panya here because it at least gives me something proactive to do if my opponent doesn't play into my Cosmic Sinkhole. Although maybe I should have taken Soul Pierce because my opponent can definitely play around Cosmic, but they can't play around Soul Pierce as easily. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, next turn I also fetch with Wayfarers. At least that gets rid of all the basics in my deck. And I get pretty good mana going forwards. I swear if they like run out another Madcap Mercenary. Okay, well, I have to Fire Erasure that, which is painful for me. Like, if they have another Resident, I can't Cosmic Sinkhole that, so maybe I should have done something differently. Well, whatever. Too late to change my mind, so can I afford to wait? It's just Distant Thunder that, yeah, they only have Distant Thunder at instant speed. I think I can afford to wait here. Was there a reason I need to? No, there was no reason I needed to Seek Prophecy turn 1. I could have kept up Cosmic, and then turn 2 I did Seek Prophecy Fire Erasure. Why did I do that? That was a bad play. Because now, like, they get to play around. They, like, get to do this. They get to play around stuff. I mean, so this always resolves. Can't prevent that from happening because it's not a cast. They pitch Eternal Doomborn and then that immediately triggers. Ooh, Alright, fine, I guess I have to fire Erasure the cat now. The question here is, do they jam another cat? Nope, they just jammed that thing. Okay, well, I jammed my Panya. But I am out of answers now. I actually am also out of gas, so that's not good. If I play this untapped, I will be able to Cosmic for 3. I think that's worth enough for me to do, but I'm really looking for cantrips now. Alright, Shardstone Rift. Olivia Voldaren. Yep. Good thing I played around that for the entire game. Now watch them have like some other thing that blows me up because I spent all my mana countering their thing. Okay, they're just going to swing for 2. That's fine. I wonder if they're holding Distant Thunder for Panya when I get to the Panya. When I get to enough mana for the tail. I mean, this is awkward. Yeah, this is really awkward. I guess I have to keep swinging with Panya because I'm definitely not blocking their 2-1 with it. And I'll keep up Void Flare if they play anything scary, or if like they try to ride Bone Scourge or whatever. Yeah. And if they have Distant Thunder on Panya, then yeah, that happens, and I can't prevent that from happening. So hopefully they don't. But it seems like they do, so like, yeah, I need to top deck into something useful now. I need to top deck into my cantrips, please. Alright, fine. They got me. And they have Withering Husk too, just so that they have extra value after that, I guess. Yeah. I'm really hoping for Lose Your Mind off the top. I mean, cantrips Lose Your Mind. Pyromancers are also fine because I can trigger it immediately with the rail line. Okay, they shock themselves again. And they just whack me for 2. Yeah, that's fine. As long as they're only hitting me for 2 a turn, that I can deal with that. They pass, so they're probably holding up more Distant Thunders. Ooh, okay, that's a cantrip. I definitely want to play that. But these are completely useless. That's also completely useless. Okay, but at least I got 3 useless cards off the top of my deck. So hopefully they don't do anything. Hopefully they don't do anything too insane this turn, and I get to come back next turn. You know, I could have actually saved the Panya for a Panya turn, maybe. I don't know. It'd be worth it. But yeah, I definitely played turn 1 really badly. I should have just kept the Cosmic because, like, yeah, if my opponent just does nothing turn 1 and I held up the Cosmic, then that's like still fine for me. Yeah, that happens. Are they trying to ride Bone Drake now? Nope, they just have a bunch of Withering Husks. Okay, they're going to whack me for 2 again. Okay, come on, please, top deck. There we go, Lose Your Mind. That's exactly what I wanted, and I will main phase it because otherwise I'm doing nothing. And they can't grave hate this thing because I have enough cards in my graveyard. A Specialized Constructor, nice. So the main worry here is that they just they kill this thing in response to. That's fine. Okay, so okay, main concerns right now. They can exile Lose Your Mind, but they can they can fetch Corpse Bed and exile Lose Your Mind, and that would be it's actually not that bad for me if that happens. It's not that bad. I mean, it's bad, but I have Seek Prophecy now, so at least I have the ability to catch up into stuff. So I think my play here is just run out Specialized Constructor. If they use removal on it, just let that happen, and keep up the Void Flare for anything they try to do. Keep up the Void Flare for any funny business. Is that what I'm doing here? I guess so. That means I'm running out the rail line this turn. Okay, they're just going to get rid of Lose Your Mind in response, which is fine. I already drew 2 cards off it, so I'm reasonably happy with it already. Cosmic, yeah, like it doesn't matter which second one they exile, but right, so this thing lands into play. Do I want to keep? No, I do not want to keep the rail line in hand. There's like no reason to do that. If they don't Distant Thunder just now, it means they don't have Distant Thunder. If they don't have Distant Thunder, cool, good to know. Wait, tapping like this indicates to them that I don't have. Well, I could have sequenced differently. Okay, I could have, but whatever. I mean, this indicates to them that I don't have a counterspell up, but whatever. I still have Void Flare. Wait, you're Distant Thundering me after I get my 2 casts. Okay, I guess they're just playing around counterspells really hard. Sure. Okay, fine. Please find me a second. Okay, well, I guess I take the Seek Prophecy. And I'll trade off these guys so that in order to prevent them from getting too ahead on the race. Or actually, no, they're also at 10. They're pretty low too. Do I have a second Panya in my deck? Yes, I do. Okay, good to know. Oh dear. I guess that has to eat a Void Flare as soon as possible. Can they trigger it immediately? They only have 1 card in hand, so they actually can't discard efficiently. Oh, I guess Withering Husk is like their. Oh, if they Withering Husk, I just kill this thing in response, so it doesn't actually get the trigger. So yeah, I don't have to deal with Olivia there and going nuts this game. Or at least I managed to confine the first Olivia there into getting removed immediately for no value. Meanwhile, I got full value off the Specialized Constructors. Oh. Interesting. Okay, how can they discard at instant speed? They cannot, right? They literally have no way of discarding at instant speed. All right, yeah, Void Flare goes to Velveteran. All right, good. Monkey Shines. They know about my Seek Prophecy, so I should play that first, I think. But yeah, like I'm finally getting... The deck is finally doing its thing where it just finds a bunch of cantrips and... Oh, well, there's Austere Instructor. Do I take that? Yeah, I take that over all the other options. And play Austere Instructor. I assume they have... If they have Blazing Volley, then yeah, they got me. But I'm assuming they don't. So like... Or I really hope they don't have Blazing Volley, because I definitely cannot beat a Blazing... Oh, well, there we go. There's Loser Mind. I keep that on top because that actually lets me beat a Blazing Volley by just casting it in response to my opponent. Okay, do I want to attack here? This thing can't... no, this thing can block, and they probably do want to block. And I'd rather trade off these guys. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Yes, I definitely want to leave my guys back, because... Or if they have Blazing Volley, what... No, if they had Blazing Volley, they would have played it earlier. They probably don't have Blazing Volley, which means if they want Blazing Volley, they have to dig into it, which means they probably don't have enough mana for a follow-up. But like, if I swing here, my prowess guys start looking really threatening. Then they get Shikai Revenant. No, they can always Shikai Revenant. Okay, yeah. I guess double Distant Thunder? Is that ever something I should worry about? I don't think so. Yeah, let's just swing. If they want to trade off their guys, then I'm okay, good. Alright, so I managed to untap, or I managed to get to the opponent's turn with Austere Instructor and an instant in hand. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself now. It means that my opponent's probably out of answers. I mean, probably. Yeah, okay, they had that, but... Alright, yeah, so this is my plan against Blazing Volley. I get a 2-2, and then I draw 2 cards, and I hope to... Oh, well, there we go. I get to save both my guys. Coline is not useful now that... Or maybe it is. If I have Loser Mind, I don't need Coline, or... Actually, Coline is reasonably useful for just tricking these guys to go for another swing. No, I have way better stuff to draw into, like Monkey Shines, yeah. Alright, there we go. Managed to survive a Blazing Volley. Pretty well, too. And this is 3-3, so like I can actually block the 1-1 and not die at this point. So unless they have a second Blazing Volley, Withering Husk, okay, yeah, that's fine. We're both draining each other. Did they get Bone Scourge? No, they did not, so I don't have to worry about that. They pass. Interesting. What can they be holding? I don't think there's anything they can be holding up right now that would actually matter. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself still. Do I just lose your mind first? It digs into my mana a bit harder, but okay, so like if I do this, lose your mind pitching Wayfarer Shrine. Yeah, I might as well do it first. I mean, these more cards, right? Or no, there was actually a point to Monkey Shining first. If I want both cards, I can draw both of them with Lose Your Mind if I sequence differently. Oh, well. Okay, do they have 1-mana removal in black? Because otherwise they just die. I'm just like doing a thorough double check just to make sure that there's no way they can stop this from happening. Yep, I'm pretty sure there's absolutely no outs for them right now, so I guess Monkey Shines anyways, just to like make double sure that this works out for me. It doesn't really matter at this point, but... Alright, Void Flare, one of their guys, Seer Flesh, the other guy. They're dead, right? They can't stop this. GG. Okay, cool. That was a really long game. Next, with a lot of back and forth, but good thing I got there in the end, I guess. So that means I'm making it to the finals again. We're gonna have to face Burn, which is not my ideal matchup, but could have been a lot worse. I'm disappointed that I ran into 0 Ride the Storm artifact decks in this GP, because like the entire reason I dipped into green was so I could put Fungal Sloth in my sideboard, so that I had a better matchup against those decks, because apparently those were the broken decks going into GP, but apparently no, well, I didn't face any, and then none of them top gutted, so kind of useless sideboard slots, but can't complain too much. But yeah, I guess I'll see you next in the finals or something.